I started with this prison, and after 100 days, it got out of control. But today, we're going to see how big this tiny prison can get in 100 days. And trust me, things get really crazy later on. So as soon as I loaded into the game, I claimed my plot and checked the tutorial. And from that, I understood one thing. In this game, we have to catch prisoners and use them to earn cash. Now, at the start, I only had a small setup.
A tiny plot with a kitchen, a bathroom, a cabin, and one prison cell.
And I'm not gonna lie, this place looked like it would shut down in one day. Now I had zero money and only 3 prisoners giving me $10 per hour, which is honestly nothing. Like at this rate, I'm not even surviving. So I knew I had to act fast. And that's when I went out looking for more prisoners. Suddenly I saw a chase happening. And that's when I realized something. I can capture wanted prisoners and make way more money. So of course I went for it. And somehow I managed to catch a few.
Police, open up!
But then I ran into my first big problem. I only had space for 1, so now I'm stuck. I can either leave these prisoners and lose money, or go back and try to fix my prison. And I'm not gonna lie, this decision actually matters later. So I rushed back and decided to expand my prison a little bit, just to make some space.
Bruh.
But here's the thing, expanding costs money, and I barely had any. So now I'm in a situation where I need prisoners to make money, but I need money to keep prisoners. And that's when I realized this game is not as easy as I thought. So I went out again, this time taking more risks. I started chasing more prisoners, going further away from my base. And this is where things started getting out of control. Because the more prisoners I got, the harder it became to manage everything. And at one point, I almost lost everything. Day 5. After 5 days, things finally started moving. I needed more money, so I decided to expand my prison. I added toilets, showers, beds, and rearranged everything to fit more prisoners. For the first time, it actually started looking like a real prison instead of a broken house. Now that I had more space, I went out again to capture more prisoners, because more prisoners means more money, but I still felt like I was way behind. Day 11. By day 11, this is what my prison looked like. After grinding, I had enough money to hold around 20 prisoners. That sounds good, but then I realized something important. There are different types of prisoners: small, medium, and high level. Right now, I only had small ones, which means I was making the lowest money possible. So I knew I had to upgrade fast. I went out again looking for better prisoners, but on the way, I saw something that completely changed my mindset. I found a massive prison owned by a player with over 125 days. I am not going to lie, that thing looked insane. That is when I realized this is what my prison needs to become by day 100. So I rushed back and started expanding again, adding more facilities so I could hold more prisoners.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
But then I hit another problem. I ran out of money again. So now I had no choice. I had to wait and let my prison earn money on its own. Day 25. All right, now it's day 25, and this is what I built so far, and I'm not gonna lie. This actually looks clean now. I added a garage for my car with an automatic shutter, set up reception gates only for staff, added more toilets, showers, beds, and even expanded my kitchen. I also added lights and activity areas to make everything more efficient, and finally, I unlocked delivery research, which means now prisoners can come automatically, and this is where things start getting serious. Day 35. By day 35, I knew I had to scale faster, so I finally bought a van. Now, instead of bringing 1 or 2 prisoners, I could bring back a whole group at once, and this changed everything. But instead of rushing, I made a different decision. I started going AFK and saving money, because I had a bigger goal in mind. I wanted better prisoners. So with all that saved money, I unlocked medium security research, and this is where things got interesting. Because unlocking it is not enough, you actually have to complete tasks to activate it. So now I had a new objective: upgrade my prison to handle medium prisoners. I added exercise mats, set up isolation chairs, basically turning my small prison into something way more serious. But the whole time I was thinking one thing: was this upgrade even worth it? Day 40. By day 40, I finally completed the medium security challenge, which means now medium prisoners will start getting delivered automatically. And this is a big upgrade because these prisoners give way more money, but they are also way harder to control. So before things get out of hand, I quickly upgraded my prison again, adding more space, better layout, and preparing for what is coming next. Because from this point forward, things are not going to stay easy. But while I was AFK, something went completely wrong. Somehow my prison caught on fire. I'm not even joking. The prisoners literally caused it because of lack of resources. At that moment, I realized I messed up. I upgraded everything except control. I was panicking, trying to figure out what to do. Like, do we not have a fire control system? How does this even work? But somehow, I managed to get things under control before everything got destroyed. And I am not going to lie. That could have ended the entire run right there. So after that chaos, I decided to calm things down a bit. And yeah, I got a dog. I am not even going to lie. After all that stress, this guy is the only thing keeping the prison peaceful right now. At first, I did not even know where he was going. He was just walking around like he owns the place. And then I realized he needs a home too. So I got him a doghouse, and finally, things started feeling stable again. Day 50.
And just like that, we made it to day 50. And I am not going to lie, this prison actually looks insane now. We have proper systems, medium prisoners, security upgrades, a full setup, and even a dog running the place. But here's the thing, this is only half of the journey, because from this point on, things only get harder, bigger prisoners, more chaos, and way more risk. So I am stopping here for now, but in part 2, we are pushing this to 100 days, and trust me, it gets way crazier than this. So if you want part 2, tell me in the comments what I should add or upgrade next, and yeah, if you enjoyed this chaos, drop a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.